Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to something a little bit different. Because today it's a two-in-one video, because it's a channel update and it's also an F1 related gameplay of another video, of another game, excuse me, that's not F1, which I'm going to say it gets rare because, of course, they don't really do well. You can see the 20,204th best player in the world on this game. For those of you who, most of you don't know what this is Fernbus. It started life out many years ago, back in 2016, as a German coach simulator, and has since expanded to Austria, Switzerland, France, Liechtenstein, and I think they're probably going to end up eventually releasing DLC, probably for the whole of Europe. So yes, we're going to be going now. Obviously, unfortunately, the tracks aren't in the game. If any from TML Studios, the developer, are watching, put some F1 tracks in the game as a DLC. There is actually a German football DLC. You can see if I zoom in here, we've actually got live roadworks as well on this. So unfortunately, not all of this map is the same scale. So Germany is 1 to 20, and I think everything else is like 1 to 50 as well. Bear in mind these are all DLCs as well. You see, you've got Luxembourg as well. We're going to be starting down as the nearest place to the circuit Paul Ricard, which is Marseille, and we're going to be going all the way up here through Switzerland to the Austrian Grand Prix. Now, the backstory to why I've chosen this particular route is based on the fact that the French Grand Prix, if you might remember, got moved back a week, and of course some West Ham fans got a bit confused. They thought it was happening this week, so F1 has very kindly found them tickets for the Austrian Grand Prix instead of the French Grand Prix, and we've been tasked in shuttling these people over from Marseille all the way to Graz, which is the nearest point of interest on to Spielberg, the Austrian Grand Prix. It will go for an updated Flixbus one, and of course, okay, the nicer place is just Phoenix, as it is in Forza. Oh, it's raining, of course it is. We're here at Marseille. Why are the people standing over here when the bus is over here? I don't know. Now, for some reason, they like their air conditioning at 22 degrees. Don't ask me why. We've got the kitchen, the restroom, Wi-Fi, and for some reason this has a normal horn and a police siren on it. Don't ask me why. Yes, that's all we need to do for that. The wipers are on automatic, so okay, and all of a sudden the suitcases and people's stuff will magically teleport down there. Right. No, we're not going to Paris. We're only going to Graz. More West Ham fans here, clearly. We're not going to Innsbruck either. Yes. Scroll down, there it is. We've got to check. They just teleport, yes. And then they'll just teleport. Oh yeah, and they're all German, there's no French thing. Although they always say ciao as well. Well, no, another one. Another one. Three additional West Ham fans there. Now, those of you who watched Top Gear might remember a few years ago, Clarkson was on the Eurotunnel. They were doing a race, one of those races where Clarkson's in a car and May and Hammond are on a public transport, and of course Clarkson has to take the Eurotunnel just to get across the Channel Tunnel, and there was a very long announcement in English, and then they had it in French. Well, this game has a similar announcement.
Und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier...
I'm going to stop him there because he goes on for about half an hour. We're waiting for this to go over 601, but yes, obviously while we wait and depart. So yes, channel updates. The second part, actually, if I would depart now. 10 o'clock. We need to start looking for a stop. So yes, basically. The channel. Now obviously those of you might remember that I set a this time last January set a target for 2021, as I'm going the wrong way. I set a target in 2021 getting to 750 subscribers, and yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, we have the channel has done well. It's just that it's not been able to hit the marks that it should. What I wanted to do, we're currently we failed to get there. In case you haven't noticed. So for 2022, the big target, of course, is 1,000 subscribers. For those of you who don't know, on YouTube, 1,000 is a pretty big step on YouTube, because it means you can get more perks and part of the partnership program and whatnot as well. So yes, but I think if we can surpass 1,000 subscribers. So the first aim is obviously to get to 750, then to 1,000. I don't think there'll be a special for 750, purely because depending on the time of year we probably get there, probably be the end of, I don't know, maybe the end. Hopefully it's going to come early. If it comes earlier, then I might do a special. It depends when it does come, but we're not there yet anyway. And then if we do get past 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 is the minimum, I think, for this year. The big target is 1,250 as well. That's, I think, is the big aim. But we'll have to wait and see how the channel progresses. Obviously, we've got a tough couple of months coming ahead now. Obviously January and February are terrible times on YouTube, and even March and April aren't, as people start to get back into watching F1, they're not exactly top ranging months on YouTube to be uploading content. So yes, to the series then. Current series on the channel, as we're waiting, it seems to be stuck in this traffic light. Current series on the channel, well, there's two big series on the channel at the moment, which are Driver Career Mode and Project Phoenix. Now, Driver Career Mode is coming to the end of Season 3. There'll be a Season 4 and a Season 5 at least. I don't know if we're going to get a Season 6 like we did last year. Bearing in mind, I did a month-by-month comparison compared to last year, and we're a month behind where we were. That's purely because, obviously, of the F word that isn't a swear word as well. So purely for that moment of thing, we're slightly behind, but I'd still plan to get 5 full 16 race calendar seasons done on the channel. So still plenty, as somebody needs to answer their phone. Well, I'll answer it for them. But yes, I do. I'm hoping that you know, obviously that I have started work on season 4 mods already. A little bit, a couple of changes. Although I have read your comments about which ones you've said you liked and which ones you say you haven't. So the ones that you've liked, I will be, of course, be keeping. I have made some changes though, a little bit of tweaks to some of the better ones as well. No, we don't need to go on that one as well. So yes, that's currently a work in progress. As soon as that starts, as soon as season 4 starts, 2 things then return to the channel: game experiments and game ideas. Although I have been one of the game experiments, I don't think I'm going to do because it's all since been done. One of the ideas about equal car performance, the one as well. So yes, I don't think I'm going to do that one because it's been done, but I have got some others, including I think one of the ones I want to do is to max out all of the cars based on the performance indications of the game the game files in general. Because for those of you not familiar with modding, the game file, the performance file, has the performance file basically has a load of all the upgrades at the bottom. So it'd be simply about applying all the upgrades to that and then racing that in Grand Prix mode and time trials, see how much faster they are as well. So that's definitely something. I also got a couple more in line, and then obviously fantasy liveries will also make a return once season 4 is out as well. I haven't forgotten your requests. If you have got a specific request though, of something you want to see, then let me know in the comments below. That's the best thing to get your requests in for that series as well. I've got a couple in mind for that series, but I could do with a few more, especially if you want to see, especially those that you want to see as well in that series. Oh, what's he doing here? The AI drive exactly like Lokita Mazitwat in this game. Somebody also needs to and then they just brake check each other. We're going into one of the tunnels. It is only 80. It's busy at the tolls. Oh yeah, that does happen. Are we a little bit too big for this toll as that lorry crashes? Hasn't come up with a crash, it would just tell me. I think this... Okay, we have got someone behind us. What's happening with this lorry? There's the light accident. He seems to be having an issue. I don't know what his issue is. He seems to be thing. Let me in, Ray Boltzmann. Thank you. Oh, come on! How hard it is! Oh, thank Lord, he's... And now I can't. There we go. I don't know what happened to that. I have no idea what's happened to that one. But anyway, so yes, those series to come as well. Of course, World Cup mod I should mention, because the vote will close as soon as season 4. You can still vote for that series. The vote is still open. There is a link to the vote in the description below, I should point out as well. So we've got a very long way to go to Graz as well. Hopefully it does clear up. But yes, also, so yes, that's really probably going to take us up to F1 2022 coming out, really. So we've got a roundabout. Hopefully they have better graphics than F1 2021. As well, obviously, game news will be coming as well as soon as that series of course, as it does, and as soon as it breaks, obviously I'll bring you my opinion. The advantage of listening to me is that I have absolutely no bias whatsoever, or no affiliation with EA or Codemasters, so my opinion of what I see of the game is my own, having played the F1 game by Codemasters on PC since 2014, as well. So we've got one of these very un-French style junctions here, but yes, so it is the best for me. That's if you want to hear an unbiased opinion, bearing in mind most of the bigger YouTubers have some sort of affiliation with Codemasters over the years, so you never know if they're going to what they're going to say. Obviously there are certain things that they probably can't say against the game as well, although to be fair to Arav, he is being critical about the modding community as well, so it's nice to see him. We need to brake for that corner. We're coming off. Oh! What was that brake check? There's no one in front of him! Did you see that? That was a brake check worse than Max Verstappen at Jeddah. So yes, there might also be some episodes of Race Week as well, although to be fair I'm not entirely sure what to do with that series, because it doesn't do well in the format that it was originally intended to be in as well. The sort of the stuff that did well is the format that was supposed to be sort of just the extra stuff. There's a bloke pretty much just doing 1 mile an hour in the middle there, but yes, so that's the plan. We're just going to undertake this bloke because he's doing far too slow. Oh yes, the spray on this game, obviously this game uses the Unreal 4 engine. Obviously there's a new one come out as well to take on the likes of Xbox and PlayStation and whatnot, as these speeds are now. But yes, basically, obviously we're going to get a new engine for the F1 game, so hopefully we can see a little bit of improvement and in that respect. The spray, as I say, is overdone in this game, but other than that, it can match the. I mean, this game is 5 years old, and it still looks better than the F1 game. I mean, to be fair, I mean the F1 2021 and Fernbus do have the fact that, I mean, just look at the spray as we get close to this. It's a fake car. Everything's fake. In this game, there's a fake Starbucks in this game, there's a fake Tesco, a fake Esso as well in this game. Oh, I can't believe. Should we just break? I mean, I know this is against the law for a coach driver, but should we just go in lane 3? I can't be bothered to sit behind him. I know that's against the law, and I hate it when lorry drivers do it in real life, as this bloke's doing 1 mile an hour on a motorway. Now, obviously, looking at F1 2022 stuff and content, I haven't got that far yet, to be honest. I have looked at stuff that, stuff that I'm thinking about. Now, for F1 2022, obviously we've already got the loss of my team, so we're going to have a lot more driver career mode. I hope there is a bit more, I want to say, turning off again. That's why we've hit Leon as well, but basically, obviously we're going to have a lot more driver career mode videos. I know we've done 45 episodes already. Project Phoenix, I am concerned about that series. Oh, sorry, I've understeered into lane 2 already. I mean, you could get in front of the fake Esso lorry, the old Esso lorry there. But yeah, there will be a lot. I was pondering whether or not to do 50% races, but I'm actually decided against. What are you doing? Oh, someone's had an accident there. No surprise with the erotic behaviour of the AI in this game. Oh, he's had a spinala. That's not my fault. He spinaled in front of me. So we're now doing 30. Come on. I think it's actually dried up now as well, which is nice. So we won't be coming into the pits to fit the intermediate tyres at some point. And there's that spray that I was on about there. Hopefully the wet weather stuff side of F1 22 gets improved massively, because it was so poor in F1 20. This year's game needs new engine, new game. I mean, the fact of the matter is F1 2011 has better wet weather than F1 2021. What are they doing? Why has he pulled out into the middle lane? I do not know. So yes, Project Phoenix, as I was saying earlier. To be honest, I don't know if that series is going to come back this year. Purely because back later for his 3rd season. It depends on how it does. Obviously, it is early days, but at the same time, calling it that. Calling it that series, a lot of people don't know what it is, basically. And for a channel of my size, there's the effort that goes into creating the series. Is it worth it compared to when I could create the same liveries for driver career mode and have a whole lot less hassle in the fact of having to do all the testing for that? Because remember, there is obviously custom performance files, which is why for that series on F1 2021 I am able to run 108 AI as somebody's had a Spinala there. As well, which is the highest AI I've ever run on any F1 game or series. As compare that to 98 in driver career mode, which is probably more my limit really, against the AI. Although to be fair, this year I'm not using any traction control at all, as well. So why we've turned off the motorway and I've gone wide again. Somebody needs to answer their phone. I thought we were turning on to what looked like a local road, but it seems just another motorway. How far have we made it? Oh, well, we're not at Lyon yet. We're not even past Lake Geneva. So that's as far as we've come. So yeah, I think that pretty much sums up the channel update really. Basically, not entirely sure if the World Cup mod or Project Phoenix is there. They are performance dependent, if they get good views or not, whether they come back for another series as well. Obviously it'd be nice to try out some other stuff. Be nice to get to some events as well, because I've only ever posted one vlog on this channel. Be nice to be able to get to something like Goodwood this year, but I doubt that's probably going to happen. Probably missed the tickets as well at this point as well. So there's kind of some glacier there as well on the right hand side. Well, so it would be nice to get some of that content on the channel. I was planning something with that back in 2020 before COVID came, but that obviously hasn't. Those videos never actually materialized into anything. So. But yeah, other than that, that really sums it up. Obviously, still continuing with 4 uploads per week at 7 PM. Obviously, you may have noticed the Tuesday uploads gone back to being 7 PM, working from home full time, I suppose 2 days in the office as well. So I'm sure some of you probably noticed that on the Tuesday the uploads are coming earlier. Obviously, yesterday's uploads was late because of YouTube, and I hate it when there's an issue someone else has had a Spinala. I'm just literally following the sat nav on the bottom right hand screen. I have no idea where we are. There's a nice French chateau up on that mountain. They do have stuff like the Arc de Triomphe in this game, as well, and all the landmarks. Come on, coach, accelerate, man. Oh, don't come out and then brake, you idiot. We're going to do the Audi, because I can't be doing with this traffic that behave exactly like Audi drivers do. I can see where we're going. Geneva. Hopefully we will be out of France. So yeah, obviously this of course is the year the racing game as well. We've got the likes of GT Sport 7 coming out. Forza Motorsport 8 is supposed to be coming out. Oh, hang on, we've got a right. Let's see, we can uphill. If it's uphill, I can't max it out. I've been trying to max out the coaches on these sections where the game glitches and says we can go faster than we should actually be going legally. It says we can do 110. It should be 60 through the tunnel, but that's a glitch. So someone looks like they are doing 60 on the left hand side. So we've got we've got GT Sport, which I won't be playing because I don't have a PS5. I do need a new console at some point, but they're still even sold out. Really, no one actually has any really spare any PS5s, and they're all really expensive. The only console that's really readily available that's cheaper is that Xbox Series S, which has been available the entire time. Yes. Oh, come on. Obviously, it's not the best graphics in the world on this game, if you think about it, but you know, and the game is there. I mean, if you think about it, if F1 2021 on this probably has the same quality of graphics, and this game is actually 2016 produced, so make that 6 years, well, probably like 5 years old, but you can see you've also got reflections, you know, off the glass and whatnot from the sun. Someone else has had a crash there. Just look at that. Look at that scenery. I mean, if you think about it, the levels of scenery that we're looking at, yes, there's some texture glitches with the shadows there. That might be just my PC, and also bearing in mind this game does have a few texture glitches on that shouldn't really be there, but that is. As well, but yeah, I mean, we're looking now from F1 2022, the next generation of graphics. It needs to look a whole lot more better than F1 2021 did, especially in like wet weather, and just the textures and whatnot need to be a whole lot better as well. Well, also coming out in 2022, we've got Forza Motorsports 8, which I'll definitely be giving a go. If there's an F1 car in there, then obviously make the main channel as well. If not, then I might just do a couple of streams on it as well. We've still got Forza Horizon 5 to come on stream, on Twitch, I should say. And there we go, that is France. Welcome to Switzerland. Back up to 100. Yeah, other than that, you can see the screen's like dirty. I mean, this is the type of level of detail that we want on F1 2022's type of thing with the new graphics. Yes, as I said, there are some texture issues that I think it's partly my PC as it's got down to 80 again. We might also get stopped by the police as well. It's not actually 4 hours, obviously. The game's just speeded up, obviously, to the time that it would have taken had we, of course, been driving in real life. So what have we got here? We've got a scenic view. Let's just go quickly take our break. Well, that is a nice view of Lake Geneva. Why have you put a fence? Ruined my view of Lake Geneva. We've only got less than 1,000 kilometers to go now, so that's going to come down massively. Whoa, thank you for cutting me up. Oh, what's that? That lorry's had a crash. So we're making good progress towards Graz as well. Try and see if we can get them there early, obviously. Obviously they want to get there for the steering. Was it Styria first, or was it Austria? I don't know. Obviously might even see changes, of course, for this year's calendar as well, because obviously Australia round 3, Novak Djokovic with his is set to be deported on Monday as well, and I think they're looking into a few more other bent tennis players who have not really been compliant to the regulations over there, which, to be fair, it's their own fault for not getting vaccinated anyway. In the first place, if they had got themselves vaccinated, then they wouldn't be facing deportation. But yeah, we'll see what F1, obviously round 3 for that. Remember, South Jeddah's round 2. Can't wait for the carnage. At least it can't have a championship impact this year. Well, it could do, you never know. But I mean, you know, it's not like it's at the end of the championship like it was last year. At least they haven't got smart motorways in this game. That's a pain. Someone else has had a crash there. Oh, there's a spinala and a half there. So yeah, as I said in the Christmas special at the F1 2021, synchronized spinala will be at the Olympics, probably as a summer sport. So 2024, next Olympics at Paris. As well, so that'd be nice. I'm sure that 2020 Ferrari will be the main entry for Italy as well. Yes, I was fearing this. Non-motorway. For some bizarre reason, the main road between, I think it's Bâle and Geneva, is a mountain 6 bypass. Oh, what's that? This lorry's having a great time here. Come on, you can do it. He's got a what? Look at what he's got on his. He's got flames on his cockpit as well. Come on. You see, we've got to go all up here. It's going to be slow for him. It's going to be slow for me. Oh, on that one. Need to take racing line. Come on, this is Monaco. This is like Monaco. There we go. Go wide. Hopefully, no one's coming the other way. Otherwise, we will be. We're actually catching up to that lorry we've done. Well, this is why there's been no traffic. Thank you very much, my friend, for having a Spinala there. So I almost got into the barrier. Into the tunnel. We've pretty much made it. That was not pleasant. I'm not going to lie. I'll show you what that's like. It's like doing racing speeds at Monaco, but a whole load of traffic coming the other way. This is a tight bend on the motorway. It's non-motorway. Oh, sorry, policeman. I gave him the Mazepin bash. Or the Kvyat bash, rather, excuse me. So this is Zurich. We're actually going through the centre of Zurich. Okay. It's taking us through the centre of Zurich. Wee little entrance there. Oh! Yeah, I had no chance. Had to go for the gap, had no chance to brake. So we've actually gone through Switzerland back into the EU. Unfortunately, this is a single track. What would be a beautiful scenery up ahead, except it's raining. And that's actual thunder as well. Just get the thunder in the F1 code. Now they have that storm wet option. That's only available in career mode. Oh, I see, we've got to go all the way around. Oh. Okay, we're going to refuel. It's going to be expensive. What a picturesque view that is. Oh. So it seems that this service station is in the middle of middle of a junction. Well, that's the sky we were looking for. Just in time for my break. Oh, Polizia. Shall we try and outrun the police? Yes, we're gonna run. We're gonna have a police chase. I don't want to be checked by them. They've got better things to do than to be checking there. Are they gonna come after me now? I've never actually failed the police check, so this will be interesting. We get the rozzers up our backside. Come on, we're on a slot. DRS? Yes. Come on. Uh-oh. Contraflow. The Vodworks. Terrible roadworks. Digging up everything. They're not even working. Typical roadworks. Oh, he caught it, well saved. Might even get them there before the track closes. Gonna go do whatever the drivers. I mean, surely there might be a bit of GP2, not GP2, F2, excuse me, or F3 or something a little bit late in the evening. Come on, I know you're in a terrible car. That doesn't excuse you for driving terribly. Oh, that's a crash. Now it's all very flat. You can see the hills in the distance as we're approaching Graz. Somewhere around here there's a racetrack. Oh, I've absolutely obliterated that man. I do apologise, or woman. To be fair, this coach still accelerates faster than the Haas car. seem to have mysteriously managed to go into the shadow realm there. It's the interior lighting from the tunnels hasn't been altered. There you go. Oh, we've got some more cows here. Standing up, so that's a good sign. Very nice scenery here. As I keep been saying the entire since we've been in this valley, really. Someone needs to get that. Motorway. No, we're going straight to Graz. We don't not taking a break. And we've had a crash. It is, I've been pronouncing it correctly this video. It is Graz, not Grass. I'm not northern, so I presume it's Graz and not Grass. Like we're going down here, so we're going to take a nice wide tree. Here we are at Graz bus station. And it is literally just a bus stop. And there's a proper coach stop over there, but we don't get to drive. So there we go, welcome to Graz. That has been me driving to the Austrian Grand Prix, as close as we can get it from the French Grand Prix. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then leave a like, subscribe channel if you see all what I've mentioned as well earlier. If you want to see more of this style of game, where you know we take other games and make an F1 theme of it, then let me know if you've got any ideas like that in the comments below, as well as any what you think about channel update. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.